Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mediak podcast. And today is a very, very, very special day. We have a guest on the podcast.
First one since
Skylar.
Mr. Henderson. No, Mr. Henderson.
No, Skylar was the last one. We did Venom 2 with
What?
Skylar. That one's not canon, though, because it's
Oh,
not
wait, did we
on the
actually?
YouTube channel. Yeah.
Oh, I honestly don't remember that one. No
I
offense,
stole that
Skylar.
I stole that joke from Chandler, by the way, actually. Chandler is
Oh,
an okay, you
very
introduce
rude.
yourself, my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah. Hey guys, my name is Chandler. I'm happy to be here. I'm on the other side for once, so this is cool.
I was convinced. Chandler's an avid listener of the podcast and also my roommate. I was convinced whenever I asked Chandler to introduce himself, he was going to give the this is the start of a class of the semester. He was going to go through what grade he is and what his major is. I was convinced that's how that situation was going to go.
I
Yeah, but
also just blasted a like error noise from Windows. I'm so sorry.
no, you're not.
Spotify people.
Only Spotify can hear that, and we don't care about them,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
Yeah.
Chandler's a YouTube man anyway, so
Oh, really?
yeah, he listens on YouTube.
Interesting.
Literally
Okay.
can't tell you why, but like
Well, I can tell you why. I can tell you why.
oh,
Like I
we
like
have
go.
the inside scoop.
Yes, we do. I like to go on your YouTube channel and just see the red line under each video.
Dude, they got rid of it. Did you see they got rid of the red line?
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, it's now a white line. It confuses me
Oh,
so
that's
much.
okay.
No,
I think
dude,
it's
it's
stuff
so
like.
much worse. It confuses me so violently.
Well, I noticed too that like whenever you're deleting stuff from your watch later tab, it's a white background behind remove instead of red. So
Huh.
Weird. I
they're
don't like
changing.
I,
Interesting.
this is
I didn't notice this.
YouTube should well
Here, I'm gonna look
I
at it right
actually
now.
only noticed it because soft flex, but I got an iPad
Nice.
for Black
Oh,
Friday.
so it might just be.
No, it's not just on the iPad, it's on my phone too. But I
Hmm.
noticed it because of how big the line is on the iPad. I was like, whoa, that's a little weird.
Still red for me.
It's a little wacky goofy. Did you update it?
I'm just on the website.
Mm. Speaking of my iPad, I've taken so many just screenshots on accident because I'm an
How
idiot.
do you have back tap on?
What's that?
You can tap on the back of an iOS device like a few times and it'll screenshot.
No, I was violently tapping the back of my iPad and there was no screenshot happening. So no, I just accidentally, whenever I go to turn up the volume, I grab the corner and right on the adjacent part of the corner is the on-off switch. So I keep pressing that.
Ah, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm happy I got it
You know,
though. I can be a real podcaster.
did you know that if you shake it, you can undo whatever you just did?
Like a etch a sketch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like if you ever like, I know you're like drawing and stuff. If you ever, make a mistake, you can just shake the iPad and it'll say, "Do you want to undo?" So
That's dope.
I
did
draw
not
an
know
iPad, so then I shake my iPad and it goes, "Do you want to get rid of it?" And it
that.
clears my entire drawing.
You're so funny.
What?
I thought you were doing like a joke, like I draw bad, so
Oh
then I erase
no no
my
no no! I was
iPad.
making a joke because eyes are really hard to draw.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I don't think we've talked about what we're watching.
Yeah,
Or watched.
the reason why Chandler is here on the podcast is because he actually has never watched a movie that predates the year 2010. So
Which
the
is, I have to say, one of the wildest things I've heard in
no,
so
it is
long.
actually insane because like I understand where he's coming from. You actually, Chandler, explain your process.
uh, I mean, I like what you said, but it just isn't true. I have seen a few movies here and there, but for the most part, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I don't like pre-2010 movies. But it's
Interesting.
just because like they're just old in my opinion, and like just the film quality sometimes isn't it. Definitely like
Okay.
green screen
Okay.
and CGI. It's come a long ways. So like,
You know
I
what's
mean,
very comical to me?
what's that?
Because I'm guessing do you like the grain on older movies, like how it looks kind of grainy instead of like a very clear, very like you don't see any pixels on the image.
That's what I don't like.
Exactly. The funny part about
Interesting.
that is
Okay.
that every film person on the entire planet, apart from myself, because I'm indifferent to it, thinks that is the greatest thing on the entire planet.
Yeah, I like things filmed on cameras from back like
Yeah.
90s, 80s. I go crazy for it.
if Chandler, if you ever came into one of my film classes and talked to any of my teachers and you told them that, I think they would die on the spot. And that's
This
not
is
an
a fresh
exaggeration.
take. This is what this is what the industry needs.
This is the reason why guests exist on the podcast, is so we can have
Yeah.
opposing
Right.
takes. So we picked this movie because this is considered to be one of the greatest movies of all time by
Yeah, it's
most
quintessential
people.
cinema.
Let's not use that word. We have someone who isn't in film. We can't use the word cinema. Jack, come on.
Oh, right. Have I talked about my Pulp Fiction rule?
No, I haven't. What is it?
Okay. So here's the rule that I've instated, and I've actually a lot of people follow this and agree with me. So, okay, if there's a person who, and Chandler, we'll find out your opinion in a second, but my take is that when you're talking to somebody about movies, if somebody hates Pulp Fiction, you can't talk about movies with them because it's not it's just not going to work. That I'm not going to be able to relate to this person.
Yes.
If somebody thinks Pulp Fiction is their favorite movie, it's the same thing, but just on the opposite end of the spectrum. You have to just have an appreciation and an enjoyment for the movie.
You know what I have to say to that is that we have to have a different guest on this podcast.
No.
And no. We do this
Oh.
episode again. We complete it with Chandler, obviously. But then Chandler, you do know who I'm about to mention.
I do actually.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have a friend who in 1 month watched this movie maybe 40 times. It
That's
is
insane.
his favorite movie of all time. His roommates have told us that he falls asleep with Pulp Fiction on, so the roommate can like wake up in the middle of the night to guns firing and he thinks he's in the war.
Wouldn't you choose any other movie for that?
Literally any other film.
Seems like a weird movie choice, but okay.
His brother gave him a 1 quote per day limit in the apartment.
Nice.
Because of how many times this is Jackson, my older roommate. He loves Pulp Fiction and it is excessive, but it is okay.
I will say there was probably like a month where I would play video games or something with my one friend, and we just thought it was the funniest thing when like something bad would happen. We would both be like, "I'm pretty fucking far from okay," and I just recited that for like a month and then quit.
No, that's fair. That's
It got really annoying.
That scene is interesting, but it is now one of my favorite scenes because of watching the movie last night with Chandler. I kind of want Chandler to describe the moment from his point of view because I know my point of view, so I want to hear the complete aspect of the Marcellus scene with Zed. Can I hear your opinion on that, Chandler?
Yes, I'm just trying to remember what that scene was about.
Chandler, you know.
Look, listen. Are we talking about what Jack just said?
Yeah, that scene. That scene.
Okay, isn't Zed?
He's the cop.
Yeah. Okay. And okay. Okay. We're talking about Marcellus, right?
Yeah.
I got him confused with Samuel. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah. Now I know we're on the same page now. Yeah, I thought that was really weird. I'm not gonna lie.
It was hilarious. So
it was uncomfortable.
I'm gonna give I'm gonna give a little bit more background for a description of why I think that scene is very funny now. Chandler is a very innocent man. So whenever we were watching this movie and we got to that point, right before the point, Chandler goes, "Is what gonna happen?" Wait. I messed it up, sorry, because I'm really bad at speaking. He says, I'm blanking on the words. I apologize. I'm getting kicked
I get what you're
kicked out of the
trying to
guild.
say.
Everyone gets what I'm trying to say. I'm just really bad at
Yeah.
speaking. Logan Paul has kicked me out of the guild again. God damn it. So I look to him and I go, "Yeah, dude, it's definitely gonna happen." And then 5 seconds pass and Chan goes, "Wait, this is completely different than what I thought." And Chan and I look at him and I go, "What did you think was gonna happen?" And he told me like something that was weird, but it wasn't that weird. And then like they have that like really long build-up scene after they bring Marcellus into the back room, while Bruce Willis is picking the weapon out, and Chandler's like, I want to see what's in the room, but I don't want to see what's in the room. And I was sitting there just like in anticipation for his reaction to what would happen at that moment. And then it happened, and he was broken, and it was funny. I'm sorry for ratting you out there, Chandler. Just it was quite a
No,
comical moment.
It's fine. There was a zipper on the gimp's mouth, and I just that's all I was thinking about.
He thought he was gonna go down that route, but instead it was much worse.
Okay. No.
In Jackson's defense, this movie is very quotable, like violently
Yeah,
quotable.
incredibly
There's so many moments that you can just like bring up again. Especially
Yeah.
that my favorite. Oh, sorry, cracking my back. My spine is like falling apart. My God, ow. My favorite part of the movie is the interrogation scene with Samuel L. Jackson and Brett. Whenever Brett's is like, what? He's like, what country you from? He goes, what? I never heard of
Say
what as a
what
country. Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. It's so good, man. It is such a great scene. It's so funny. Cackling every time. I put this on at work a couple weeks ago while I was just kind of like going around. It is just really one of those great background movies because you could just sit and listen. Because even though like a lot of stuff happens in the movie, it's not so much that like you have to be watching it the entire time.
Yeah.
But all the details are awesome.
I wanted to ask you, Chandler. So here's the biggest complaint I've ever heard about this movie, and Zach, you'll recognize this.
All right.
Everybody who sees this movie complains that it doesn't have a plot. What's your opinion on that?
I guess I can kind of see that, but
Okay.
I mean that's not a problem for me though, because I think the movie was good.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
guess
Oh, good.
see,
Yeah.
I went to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood with Kyle Katrib, and we finished the movie, and I was turned to him and I was like, "Wasn't that a good movie?" And he goes, "Yeah, but like, what was the point of it?" And that like kind of confused me because I feel like not like movies don't have a point. You go to watch to enjoy it. You don't watch it to like have your life changed at the end of it. Sometimes I want to see a guy point a gun at another guy and call him a donut. Yep, that awkward silence was completely deserved. No worries.
Sorry, I honestly was checking my text, but
You were what?
I was
Checking your
checking
text?
my text.
Yeah, I know.
But
Every
that's
time
something
I
that-
start talking, Jack just completely tunes out.
Yeah, I'm just like, and on my phone.
He's like, and I don't care anymore.
That's something though that Kyle would say.
That's
you
fair.
know,
Yeah.
like it. No offense to Kyle, great guy,
He's
but
gonna get a lot of offense from that.
that's just something that I can see him say. I don't know. You can't. I don't know. It's an interesting thought that people have when they say that, but it doesn't make sense to me because yes, it does have a plot. It's a disjointed plot that happens all, and whatever. And there are themes to get out of it, but most of it is just fun. It's Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of feet and a lot of blood. Silly, goofy things.
I think I prefaced the movie. Chandler, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I think I prefaced the movie by saying that Quentin Tarantino likes feet a lot.
Yeah.
He did mention that, but that was only after we got that long clip of his wife's feet.
Oh right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, with I
Yeah.
remember seeing that and being like, there it is.
Yeah. The first time me and Jack went to go see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it was actually Jack's second time, but he didn't tell me that until after leaving the theater.
Was it the
But
second time?
it was your second time. You saw it with your dad the day before we saw it together.
That's right, I did.
Yeah. There was a shot when Margot Robbie's in the movie theater and she puts her feet up and it just kind of holds for an unnecessary amount of time. And like I remember in the theater thinking like, "Yep, there it is. That's the Quentin Tarantino shot."
I think there's even a weird one in Hateful Eight that you're
There
like,
is, yeah.
if you think of it, like how do they manage to get a feet shot in Hateful Eight? Because it's such everybody's so cold. It takes place in like the dead of winter. Why would anybody's feet be out for any point in time? And he managed to get it in there. So
I mean, of course he does. It's his thing. I actually have never
It's-
seen the Kill Bill movies, so I don't know if there are feet
What?
shots in this. Yeah, I've never seen Kill Bill.
oh, that's insane.
I know.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
normally gawk and people missing out on movies, but Those are arguably the best things he's ever made.
Really interesting. G has seen the first one, but I'd say she leans more towards the like uh damn it, I'm blanking on the word again. Like I don't average sounds
Sequel?
bad, but like uh
What are you talking about?
audience
Oh,
members,
like
like
it's
whatever the normal audience member is. She leans towards that whenever she watches a movie. Like she loves Hallmark movies and Disney movies and stuff like
oh,
that.
okay. Yeah.
So
The
so
casual
casual audience. Yes. Oh my
viewer. Yeah.
god. Well, I'm doing so I'm never coming back into the guild. Logan, after this episode, Logan Paul is gonna.
You're just missing out on words.
I am. I'm doing such a bad job of speaking today.
No harm, no foul.
Huh?
So no harm, no foul.
It's all the homework that's getting to my head because we're approaching finals week. Also, last week we didn't have an episode because me and Jack went to B Dubs. No, we went to Permanius. Sorry.
Oh, that's true. We did go to
Yeah,
Permanius.
I just got wings at Permanius, so B Dubs.
We should have got B-dubs.
We should have got B. Oh, it was right in the same plaza too.
It's not true.
You're right. It's not true. It's in a plaza. It's in a plaza down the road. 5 minutes. I completely zoned out. Yeah,
Close.
that was close. That was close. It's a similar looking plaza. Okay.
I get what you're saying.
We've barely
I
talked about the
also-
movie. We should probably continue doing that.
Well, I was gonna say I spent a good amount of time looking for an airsoft replica of the guns that Samuel L. Jackson. I don't remember his character's name.
Jules.
Yes, thank you. Him and I don't even remember Vincent's gun. It's like the 1911 with the pearl grip, and they're like super chromed out. Those are so badass. I love those so much. I put them in a little box and whatever.
Are those deals? Or are they just pistols?
Huh?
Oh no, I think they're just. Oh, they're 1911s. Yeah, it was just pistols. Not quite as big.
They're the starting weapon in Call of Duty Zombies.
Yes. Yeah. Good reference.
Thank you. Well, it's the only thing I know, so I mean, it would be bad if I didn't reference zombies.
You know what? As a matter of fact, in terms of Pulp Fiction memorabilia, I had an ex-girlfriend that had a bad motherfucker wallet.
That is so cool, actually.
It was really cool, but what made it not cool is that she had never seen the movie.
What?
I don't think we ever watched the movie, or she didn't even, or it was either she never saw it or she didn't like it. I don't remember, but she liked the wallet.
That's blasphemous.
That's what I said. I was like, this is insane.
You can't do that. Dude, oh my
know.
god. That reminds me, there was a girl that was in Austin's friend group, and everyone hated her. And, like, the reason why I started to hate her, this is the first bit of information I knew about her, was that, okay, there's two bad parts to it that make me cringe on the inside. She fell asleep during her first watch of Endgame. So that's the first
You
one.
would be, yeah.
The first one. The second one is that she kept the ticket in the back of her phone in a clear phone case.
That's awesome.
I
That is awesome.
Infuriated by that. Absolutely.
That is
that is the
awesome.
worst thing one could possibly do.
No, that makes me so happy. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's fair. Chandler, as
Yeah.
someone who primarily watches, there was one moment of the movie that I know the age got to you was the conversation in the back of the cab with Bruce Willis.
Yeah. Yes. That was unpleasant.
In the back of the cab with Bruce Willis.
Yeah,
when he
whenever-
lost the fight.
He won the fight.
Oh, or, yeah,
he
sorry.
won.
Yeah, when he won the fight.
Yeah, Chandler turns to me and he goes, "Is the back green screen?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah, I could see that a lot actually. It was pretty bad. It was. I can give him that."
Oh yeah, no, it is pretty bad.
But it
It's, like,
didn't take
brutal.
away from the scene because if you just
I thought
focus
it was
on,
charming.
huh? You thought
I
that?
thought it was charming.
Of course you do.
Oh, Chandler, what's in the box? In your
What?
opinion, in
Oh,
the
oh.
box that Marcellus
Ah.
wants.
The suitcase.
I'm thinking it's probably his underwear.
Interesting takeaway. I get what you're saying.
It's funny because Tim Roth's character looks at it and he goes, "It's beautiful." And just imagine he's looking at a pair of
It's-
golden boxers.
It's beautiful.
Zach, I heard you laugh through the wall, but your mic was muted, I think.
No way, actually.
It just peaks.
I
No,
think
it just
so.
peaks.
Oh, hate to see it. It's crazy that you can hear me so well. I can only hear you whenever I'm going to bed because your PlayStation and PC are like right by like the head of my bed. So that's the only time I can hear you. But you could apparently you can hear me always, which is kind of alarming.
Yeah. Well, usually I have a headset on,
That's
so I
fair. Okay,
can't,
we're good.
or earbuds in.
Yeah.
I
If
always
I do
forget that
hear,
Christopher Walken in this movie. Sorry.
Yeah, that is
oh no,
crazy that they brought him in just for that tiny scene.
Yeah.
who's Christopher
And
Walken's?
He was the guy who
he's
shoved the watch up his ass
yeah.
Oh,
for the
nice.
for 2 years, not the 3 years or 5 years
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
And then Steve Buscemi is also in this.
What? Where?
He's the server at the restaurant Marcellus's wife and Vincent go to.
You're capping. You have to be.
No, it's like actually him.
That's Steve
I mean, it's
Buscemi?
a yeah. He's usually in. Well, he wasn't in Hateful Eight. No, he wasn't in Hateful Eight. I don't think he was in any of the Kill Bills. He's in a lot of uh these movies, Quentin Tarantino movies.
You guys say interesting stuff. I'm googling this.
You're looking. Oh, you know who else I didn't notice?
Hmm.
That one guy that he has in like all of his movies.
Who?
Quentin Tarantino.
Well, I know he's the director, but
Oh God, I don't remember his name. Hold on. I'll think
oh
of it.
my god.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
I've seen this
Oh, you're-
movie like
oh.
at least
Michael
10
Madsen.
I've seen this movie at least 10 times. Not a single time that I noticed that was Steve Buscemi.
I know.
11th watch, you're gonna look for him.
I do know. I was telling Chandler that we finished the movie not too long ago. We didn't finish it last night because Chandler had a big interview that he had to study for, so we had to we had to wrap it up right at the end of the second mini movie and right before the Jules mini movie. I split this movie. I feel like it's kind of Quentin Tarantino himself with the title card splits this up into 3 different movies. I feel like short films, you know. There's the Vincent one at the beginning, and there's the Bruce one in the middle, and then there's the Jules one at the end. Excuse me.
Oh, here's a little interesting fact. So Quentin Tarantino is good friends with Michael Madsen, I believe. You know, but Michael Madsen is in like 90% of Tarantino's movies, but he's not in Pulp Fiction. He was originally supposed to play John Travolta's role as
Really?
Vincent. Yeah, but he already had a role previously, so he already accepted a different role at the time of filming, so he couldn't take it.
You know, I don't think
And
I
he
would have
gave
liked
it.
this movie as much if John Travolta wasn't Vincent. Because I was talking to Chandler like while we were finishing up Jules' section of it, and I was telling him that Vincent's my favorite character.
Vincent is very good in this movie, but I really do like Michael Madsen.
That's fair.
Like I really like. So I could go 50-50 on that.
Apparently, John Travolta was super confused on set because during specifically the dancing scene because he had no direction. Like Quentin Tarantino was like, just do the twist, and he was like, I don't want to just do the twist for a long period of time. So like all of those dance moves were improvised by him.
Sure, that was on purpose.
Yeah, definitely. Make him feel uncomfortable and stuff like that.
Interesting.
I like watching
What
this
else
movie.
happens?
I actually like this movie on rewatch more than I liked it watching it my first time because I like seeing the details because of how disorganized the film is. There's stuff that happens at the end of the movie that you don't see until you watch the beginning of the movie again.
Yeah.
And that's super, super, super enjoyable to me, and I love when films do that. And there's a statement from Chandler right after we finished watching the movie that basically wraps up like the entire feelings of this movie. And he told me that he wasn't confused. And like that's exactly the reason why this movie is that good. Is because it's out of order. It should be discombobulating, but it definitely isn't, and that's because of how good the writing is and how much they focused on their attention to detail to every scene and making sure everything fits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't like Butch.
I don't mind Butch, but I much prefer other characters.
Yeah, he's definitely my least favorite character, and that's definitely my least favorite short film of the 3.5.
I actually love Butch.
You
Yeah,
said that, and
He's a G.
yeah,
kind of is.
he's the protagonist, you know?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Although I will say I was really sad when he Vince.
He
Although that
what?
was an
Oh,
incredible scene.
yeah, it's a great scene. It really upset me the first time I watched it, though. I watched it.
Me too.
Also, fun fact: first time I watched this movie was with Jack.
When
We had that one day where I think it was early high school, that or middle school, where I went over to your house and we just watched like a lot of Quentin Tarantino movies, like Inglourious Bastards and Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
man, I don't remember that.
All
That's
right.
hilarious.
All right. Well, I see how much I mean to you. How dare you?
The only thing I remember is
Oh, oh no, dude,
beating
no!
your
I've known
brother.
you. I've known you way too long. You can pull up the most deplorable stuff about me.
Well, that is also true. No, I was gonna bring up the fact that I beat your brother at Super Smash Bros.
Ah,
He
yes.
refuses to remember.
Acknowledge your existence because of that.
That's why.
What?
Oh my god. The one guy is that the guy who gets his head blown off in the car?
Marvin?
Hold on. Yes.
I love that scene. I think that scene is hilarious.
Played by Phil Lamar. That's why I remember that. I didn't know why, but I was like, that guy looks super familiar. It's because it's Phil Lamar. I love that guy. I think he's a voice actor. Maybe.
My neck hurts. I'm gonna stop slouching. I'm gonna get out of the gamer position. It's like the only way I sit, and I know it's not good for me. What time is it? How long have we been talking about Pulp Fiction? Has it been long enough?
It's been long enough. Yeah, about 30 minutes.
Oh, frick. Yeah, it's definitely been long enough. You guys want to give... I feel like going into much more detail is kind of redundant because this movie came out.
Everybody-
Yeah, everyone has either seen this movie and has their own review about it, or has like seen the bajillion other reviews that have been
Yeah.
related to this movie.
The value we got out of this was the opinion that Chandler had.
Yes, and we're gonna definitely see that opinion whenever it comes to his number review.
Can I like add something too?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Personally.
Talk as much as you want, man.
What'd you guys think of like all the slurs in the film?
Okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
obviously it's off-putting, but because of the time frame in which it was out, like it stands as like a historical piece. I feel like
In a
the
way.
most egregious moment is definitely all of the times that Quentin Tarantino himself said it. Like
Yeah.
that just felt wrong because
I mean,
it's
it's
his
so
movie.
fun, and then you also think, like, how many times did he write it versus how many times is it improvised?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
a lot of people give him a pass, especially in the acting world. Like, all of his actors are kind of just like, is what it is. He makes good movies,
yeah.
but I don't know. I'm
Well,
always like,
Samuel L. Jackson saying it is completely different, but like whenever I don't have as much leeway for him because the movie came out in 1994, which is like not a time in which him saying it was good still. Well, that never was good, but like allowed socially. So in the fact that he wrote it, it's his movie, and he had the option to not say it 15 times in 5 minutes.
yeah,
So that one definitely was bothersome to me. But anytime Samuel L. Jackson said it, it was fine.
I was curious.
Especially that one quote that he has on the phone that everyone knows, but I can't say.
Not gonna lie, like I thought I was watching Django Unchained for a second.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair. Did he make that? No,
Yeah.
he didn't make that. He did?
Yeah.
Ah, that makes sense.
it's an
Ugh.
often forgotten one, honestly. Like, everybody loves
that
that
one's good.
movie, but it's not like painfully
Yeah, that's true.
Tarantino.
That is, yeah. Do you want to give number reviews? Oh, Chandler, do you have anything more to say?
No, that pretty much covered it.
Yeah, it's fair. Number reviews, and then we could go on a break.
I give it around an 8.
I give it an 8 too. Chandler.
I'm thinking maybe like a 5, just because of that one scene that shall not be said.
Okay. So
Other than that,
I'm
I
gonna I'm
liked it a
gonna
lot.
I'm gonna buffer that 5 a little bit. He's going by my scale of review, reviewing it based on how often you'd want to watch it again instead of like how
Mhm.
good of a movie it actually is.
I
I
see.
mean, if I could say this, if I could like skip that clip, I'd still like to keep watching it, right? But skip the clip, I'd give it like an 8.5.
That's fair. I
Wow.
mean,
Okay.
this movie basically plays as like every scene stands by itself in like a good fun scene. So you can just
Yeah,
watch
you
that
could. Yeah,
entire movie and skip that 10-minute sequence.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I also this grinds my gears unnecessarily, but every time Bruce Willis corrected his girlfriend about whether or not it's a motorcycle or a chopper, that grinds my gears violently. Because she was like, "Where'd you
Interesting.
get this motorcycle from?" And he goes, "It's not a motorcycle, it's a chopper." Who cares? Ugh, annoying. All right, let's go on break.
All right. All right. Okay. Let's see you in a second, Spotify. Cool.
Chandler, do you have Spotify or Apple Music?
Both. Only Spotify is active right now. Afterwards, it's Apple Music.
I'm
I
so
You
got
go
like
like
confused.
6
month
months
for
for free.
month.
Oh, okay, I know
Well,
what you mean.
yeah,
So what
yeah.
was
I'm
your
just like,
guys' like wrap up?
uh,
I don't think
what do you
you.
mean?
I don't think they got one.
Yeah, they did it today.
Yeah, but I think that's only Spotify.
Yeah, no, didn't he say that he has Spotify?
Oh my God. Yeah, true.
What do you mean wrap up though?
There's like it tells you like what song you listen to the most, what artist you listen to the most, what kind of genres you listen to throughout the last year.
Oh, I see. Your top. Okay, give me a sec.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, is the song at the top the most played?
Yeah,
Or
but there's a thing that has like 2022s like scrolling up. If you click on that, it's like a Snapchat story, and you can see all of it, and it goes like, "Oh, this is the
so sick.
genres that you listen to and stuff like that." I
That's so
explored
sick.
49 different genres.
Okay,
Huh.
I need it.
I don't
But,
know how many I had.
oh, I have something that will put me back in the guild, the podcast guild.
Is that so?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
So
I have 35 different genres.
you know how they were like, "Hey, your music puts you in this cat." Wait, Jack, do you know of this? Where like it gives you like a word based off of what genre of music you listen to.
I think so.
Okay,
Never
guess what
mind.
word I got?
What?
Maverick,
Nice.
which is great. Logan Paul will love me. For anyone who
You
doesn't
really
know,
will.
his group that he calls like his followers is Mavericks. So I pulled a W on that one. I got back into the guild with that pool.
That's because of his pet bird, right?
I have no idea, dude.
Was it?
Is it?
I believe so.
All right, we'll go with that.
Where
That
does
sounds
it?
right.
Which ones has
What is this one? Nope, not that one.
like 6 in? It's a
It should be
playlist.
the one that is the word should be the second to last one.
Okay.
Gosh.
The
I,
one that this year, but you listen to music on like an onion.
yeah, and I'm a
The same
maverick, the one who
personality.
listens as wait, you are as a listener while everyone else bathes in the mainstream. You frolic in the sidelines.
Oh, I'm the adventurer.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
because apparently I find like I explore. That doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I listen to a lot of
Because you
music.
explored more genres than me.
Wait, how many genres did you explore?
35.
What? I'm
Yeah.
so confused then.
I guess there's more songs within. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, we'll go with that, I guess. I'm exciting
Okay.
and angst upbeat in the morning.
Interesting.
I don't listen to music in the morning. That's a little peculiar to me. I only
Well, I
really
mean, they
listen to
have
music
different.
whenever I'm doing homework or working on a project or something.
I see. You ready?
I guess.
Yes.
I can. No! I fumbled so hard, Jack.
What did you do?
I forgot. I forgot to find movie reviews for the new game, not the news game.
Oh, I didn't find any either.
I know, but like, this episode would have been good. You know, it's fine. We're gonna pull through because we have a guest, and that counts.
So true.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, and we are back.
Hello, Chandler. I'm sorry if you wanted to do the game with us. I just completely forgot.
That's fine.
Do you
Would you-
have any prepared yourself?
Me? No.
No, not you. Chandler.
Can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. You don't have to
I
say
must
that. Just say it.
All right, but I feel like I cut you off sometimes. But
No, just go ahead. We cut each other off all the time. I'd never get a sentence out.
I must say to all the non-YouTube listeners that YouTube is superior because you just missed out on some quality content.
That's fair.
Oh, so
Yeah.
true.
Exactly. We say that every time, Chandler. Chandler.
Chandler!
You are the goated podcaster. You should have your own podcast because he knew you're in the guild, man. You're already in the guild. Logan Paul's looked upon
You're in
you,
the
and
guild.
he has been so happy. Exactly. Spotify listeners, go check out YouTube because we just had a very interesting conversation, as Chandler just said.
We did.
Yeah.
Very much did.
That was funny.
All right. Anyway, where are we at?
We're
What are we
doing
talking
news
about?
now. This was
Oh, yeah.
dead. This last week 2 weeks has been absolutely dead whenever it comes to news. We saw what Harrison Ford looks like de-aged for Indiana Jones 5 because they're doing that for the full movie. Fun fact.
Does it
Oh,
look good?
what?
It looks fine.
Okay. I know Harrison Ford himself said that it was like good.
No,
Like
I
he
mean,
didn't think it
doesn't
was
look
going to
that
be
bad.
good, and it was good.
It like obviously it doesn't look 1-to-1 with what he used to look like, but like it also is pretty. It doesn't look like Tron.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how it is.
Okay. Fair enough.
So we got a little bit more news on Blade. So we found a new director, Jan Demange, who did Lovecraft Country. The new writer is Michael Starbury, and he did When They See Us. And they're going for a dark and gritty tone, which is good because I don't think Blade would have worked
Yeah, I was gonna
not in
say,
a dark and gritty tone.
or are you going to make it anywhere else?
Well, it was going to be until Mahershala Ali was like, "I'm gonna leave the project if you guys don't make this good." So, yeah. I have two more bits of news. Both of them revolve around Nintendo. Would you say, Chen?
I said we like Mahershala Ali.
We do. He's awesome.
True.
Have you guys seen the Green Book?
No, but I heard it was good.
Really good movie. I went into not low expectations, but I was expecting to be a little bored, but I was super interested. I liked it. Really good movie.
I saw Luke Cage and he was in there.
He was?
Yeah. He didn't last long, but he got killed off. But
Oh,
good.
that's so weird. Marvel's ruining their continuity again. Well, technically, I guess this was first. I was gonna say first was Aaron Taylor Johnson popping up twice, and then Aaron Taylor Johnson has popped up a lot of times in the MCU because he's just in a lot of things. Because Bryan Cranston was confirmed in the MCU because of Malcolm in the Middle being confirmed in WandaVision, and since Bryan Cranston was confirmed, then that means he played in Godzilla. And in Godzilla, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Elizabeth Olsen are in that movie, and instead of being brother and sister, they are married. Yeah.
Right.
And also, Aaron Taylor Johnson is Quicksilver in the MCU, and in the Sony Marvel universe, he's going to be Kraven. So that's fun. All right, other news things that I have. So we got a new Mario movie trailer, and it actually looks dope. I'm actually really excited for it. This trailer was sick. Some other news about Nintendo that's not good is. Wait, Jack, first off, before I actually go into it, do you know of anything that related to, like, negatively towards Nintendo recently?
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, other than the new Pokemon game being generally buggy and kind of garbo.
Did you know that they've been issuing refunds for that game? Because they
No.
recognize that it's so bad, but they also haven't made a statement about how it's so bad.
Oh, no, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, that's another thing. The big news related to them is that they shut down the Smash World Tour. Do you know
Why?
of what the Smash World Tour is?
I mean, it's like the national like Smash thing.
Yeah, it's the giant tournament, one of the biggest tournaments in sporting history that has been going on for over a year, and it's approaching the end. And in a day before Thanksgiving, they get a cease and desist from Nintendo
Why?
because Nintendo hates their communities. They've never allowed tournaments. They never wanted tournaments because they've always been like, our games are not competitive. They're just party games. But like, I don't also, they just suck whenever it comes to like streaming and stuff like that. Like they wait on Twitch to see if people like post something like even a millisecond before the actual thing is released, and they ban them permanently and stuff like that. They're just really brain dead whenever it comes to the internet. And this is like their most egregious case because not only did they shut down Smash World Tour and waste thousands of dollars and dozens of plane tickets and a bunch of terrible things, they also said that they will never allow another tournament that isn't brought by Nintendo,
Interesting.
which is horrible. And the only group that has like Nintendo affiliated tournaments, also in the history of Nintendo, there's ever only been one affiliated tournament, and which is this year in a couple months through Panda, and it's just like no one wants to be in it because of how terrible they did
treated
this.
everything else.
Really dumb stuff from Nintendo. I am mind boggled that a company of this size is just doing that. Also, Chandler, please don't feel like you're interrupting us, because me and Jack just go back and forth interrupting each other, and if you don't try and like force your way in there at any moment, then you're just gonna be quiet the entire episode.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
just
I don't have any news, so I'm just here to listen.
no one has news. I had 4 things, and 2 of them were from like the day that we recorded 2 weeks ago.
I was gonna say I was hoping you weren't gonna bring up that you don't have any news because I don't either, and that's usually where Zach forces me to get stuff.
You know, no, I wasn't gonna force you this time because I walked into Chandler's room, and you know what he had on his laptop? Screen
News?
Rant. He had Screen Rant
Oh
up,
no!
and there was nothing there. So,
My secret weapon.
so I wasn't gonna ask you to pull up Screen Rant because I knew you weren't gonna find anything.
Wait, I think I heard something that I might have seen on Screen Rant, but I don't know
You're lying.
if that's on.
No offense, Jack, but I feel like Chandler would do a more thorough search of Screen Rant than you.
Well,
would.
no, I think I saw it. Like I don't even know if it was on Screen Rant, but I saw something about Avatar. I don't know if you have it already.
I haven't seen it. I miss having 3 people on the podcast.
No, it's not on anything. No, it's not out yet.
What?
What are you talking about?
What the hell
I'm
are
talking
you
about
saying?
new Avatar. It has to be. I'm just gonna guess that you don't have any news on this, but it has to be in the top 4, like all-time grossing movies
To make
for
its
it
money
to
back?
break even.
I did
Yeah.
actually see that.
Yeah,
Okay, you
you
did
might
see
have
that.
posted
Yeah.
that, Zach.
That is crazy. I can't believe he actually thinks that's. Oh my god! I'm saying that right now, but I guarantee it's gonna happen.
You think?
Yeah,
If they
because like
release it on
I don't know.
multiple times.
They've released the first one like maybe 8 times in China. So like
Oh,
I
that's
wouldn't
fair.
be confused if that happens. I hope it flops though. I hate the first one, and like I don't like James Cameron because of how high and mighty he thinks he is.
Well, he's seen the bottom of the ocean, obviously.
He also
He's a
has
legend.
like $1 billion, so I can't really say anything bad about him.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
What
So
has he made?
they asked him to like shorten the movie, and he said like I bought the thing that you make movies in with Titanic, so you can shut up and get out of my office.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, so that was pretty hard, but
What?
other than that, I don't like him.
Wait a second.
I'm
What
waiting.
is- Wait. I pulled up. What the? Or is this real? I just pulled up James Cameron on Google, and I'm looking through his movies: Avatar, Avatar: The Way of Water, Titanic, Terminator, Terminator 2, Aliens, Avatar 3.
Yeah, he finished
Scheduled for
filming.
2024.
He finished filming Avatar 3, he finished filming Avatar 4, and he's working on Avatar 5. And then he said if Avatar 2 doesn't sell very well, then he won't make 6, 7, and 8.
Oh, good, great. That's insane.
I know. That is why I'm so adamant against this movie, because I do not want to see 8 of them.
But it's
Love
probably going to
it.
excel.
What'd you say, Chen?
This guy's a
It's probably going to excel just
I
because it's
know,
probably going to
man.
one
Yeah.
look good and just because people
G
love
wants
the
to
first.
see it because she liked the first one.
Oh, I'm gonna see it.
I'm seeing it.
How
I think I'm
accurate
seeing it on
is
the day it comes out.
how accurate are they to the books? Do you know?
There's books.
Books.
I'm pretty sure there are.
I had no idea, man.
Oh my
that is new
God.
information to me.
This is great. See, I'm glad I mentioned this.
Yeah,
we
this
got
is
a lot of
awesome.
news.
We
feel like
we
it's
should
Hold
have
on,
wrong
Chandler
now.
on the podcast every time. Pulls out
Avatar
the
book.
Avatar news.
Oh, there. Wait. No.
There aren't?
Oh, wait. No. There are.
Oh, okay.
Avatar: The High Ground, Volume 2, 3. Sute's Path. Yeah, there's a lot. Interesting.
I won't lie, their Disney ride in Animal Kingdom is fire.
I've heard
Shut
that.
up.
I've heard that.
I don't care. I hate that movie, man.
Well, it's actually like, I mean, I don't know. Whatever you see is not from the movie,
That's fair.
but uh, have you ever gone to Disney like Soarin'? Have you ever like
No, I
had
haven't, sadly.
okay? It's just literally like if you ever like look up Soarin', or for anyone listening, Soarin', the ride Soarin', it's literally just Avatar Soarin'. That's all it is.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I guarantee the rides are sick, but like for personal reasons, I don't like Avatar. Cause like, okay, yeah, the technology for the time made that movie look absolutely beautiful. But like, if you're not watching a Marvel movie, then the movie's going to look good because of like the way that technology is right now and how advanced it is. So I don't care that he found a way to motion capture water. We are gonna get to that point in like a year. We didn't need Avatar 2.
Oh, we needed
Try to
Avatar
do-
too. This is a turning point in cinema. I think it's so funny.
I'm gonna drop kick you.
Why
So
did it take
excited.
so long to make this sequel?
Because he's an asshole, probably. Just because he's the way he is. Though I saw so many like skits about like James Cameron being this out of touch, decrepit, like insane old man trying to make this bizarre movie.
Quentin
actually,
Tarantino recently said that this is the worst era of film, and I honestly disagree with that. I feel like all of the eras in which film didn't exist is much worse than this.
fair. I love the fact that I'm going to see this movie 100%. And yet, just a few days ago, I saw a commercial for Avatar, the new one, on TV, and I was watching it with my dad, and I was like, "Isn't that the same plot as the last one?" And he was like, "Yeah, kind of." And I was like, "Okay," and just moved on. I was like, "I guess that makes sense."
Chandler, what's the name of the main character of Avatar? First and last.
Don't know.
Exactly.
Jake
Exactly.
Sully.
It is Jake Sully. I only know that because of how much I hate that movie.
Man, this movie's. I'm so excited.
Like the movie itself is fine. Like there's not
It's-
really like it's not that bad of a movie. But because of James Cameron, like I hate it so much, man.
This movie is like the definition of man-made horrors beyond our comprehension.
He freaking
This is what Nikola Tesla was scared of.
That's facts. That is actually true.
It's just spending billions of dollars on some bullshit no one needs.
No one was asking. Not a single person was like, "Give me Avatar 2."
And what's
Ja-
better is that there's 8. There's gonna
No,
be
no. There's gonna be 5, Jack.
6
There's
more.
There's gonna be 5.
No, they're gonna sell enough that it's gonna be 8.
We're
gonna see 20 of these by the time we're
man.
50.
I'm praying that like
Or maybe not. I don't know.
I
Could
hope
be
this
wrong,
one
but
like this one's gonna sell well. It's like it's a no-brainer. It's gonna sell well. This one sells well. I'm hoping that the Avatar hype dies down by 2 years from now when the next one comes out.
yeah.
So then he just stops.
Oh man.
Bro, the guy gatekeeped like blockbusters. He was like, Marvel movies suck because mine's the most selling movie of all time, and then he releases it 30 times. And then when it wasn't the most selling movie of all time, he released it 2 more times.
How can you just do that?
Because he has money and he's old.
James Cameron.
He literally is like one of those people that is like, oh, is he the greatest director of all time? No, he's not. Whatever. What's
I
our next
love it.
segment? What other segments do we usually have?
You don't have any more news?
No, that was
Talk
it.
what we've been watching.
What we've been watching. Is that it? Is that do we have that and then we're done?
Yeah, because normally we do the other thing, but we weren't.
That's not as fun. Chandler, come up with a new segment right now. If
where
you
we
do
have
it,
Ronnie.
then you can stay on the podcast, and if you don't, you're leaving right now before we do the last segment.
Oh no. Okay.
This is like definition of clutch or kick.
How about we do like rock, paper, scissors, suits?
To
And see who wins.
all right, okay. Jack,
So we just play a game.
Jack, and Chandler. Don't say it. Do it with your hands. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right, now who won?
Damn it.
So Jack lost. That means Jack has to come up with the new thing, or he gets kicked out of the
We
podcast.
silently play chess over Discord, and
I
we
would-
don't say anything. And the audience has to guess how we're doing based on our reactions.
You know, personally, I would love that because I love chess. So I would just be watching you guys play chess.
it's no, not even like we just silently like it's just silent, and then you just hear like the audio from chess.com where it's like and then I'll be like, no. And then it's just another like 30 minutes of silence.
You know, I like that segment, but I don't think we have time to do that. So you can stay on for today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had like a reason to use. I was playing around in Dolly image generator, like the AI thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I feel like I could do something funny with the podcast. And then I just couldn't come up with anything to do. I don't have any reason to have it.
If
Like, I just play around with
one
it.
day you came to me with like something for the podcast, I think I would have a stroke.
Yeah.
Like I always think that the podcast is like something that you feel forced to do. So if you like ever go out of your way
my
to like
head.
do something to benefit the podcast, I think I just wouldn't process that very well and I might die.
Well, unfortunately, I don't even remember my email to get into this thing. So I don't know how I'm going to use it. Well, we were going to update and renovate it. I have ideas of making it better, but
I always like I
That was the time.
experimented with making thumbnails for like Gladiator, but then that one turned out to be our like least watched video in a while. So I was like, maybe the thumbnail isn't it. Maybe it's like I don't know, something. Over break, once I get more time after I finish all my finals and stuff like that, I do plan on like streaming in general because I bought that Elgato and I don't want to have that go to waste. So
yeah.
I'll at least do that, and I have
We
to
can
make
write
that
it on.
video that is the new news, not the new segment, not the news segment. I gotta
Oh,
make that
true.
video. I haven't done that yet because of finals and stuff like that. It's kind of getting me. Finals
The only
isn't for 2
problem
weeks, but we have
Is
projects.
I don't have a lot of time. Like I don't have a lot of excess time.
No, me neither, and that's really upsetting because like I do want to do more stuff with this, but
Yeah, because I could like I want to like teach myself how to edit, and we could do like separate audio tracks and whatever, and we could collaborate, make a pretty good thing, but it's hard. And it's a
Yeah.
lot of work.
yeah, definitely. All right, do you guys want to do what we watch and what yeah?
Yeah.
All right, Chandler can go first.
Okay, so play a lot of God of War Ragnarok. Platted that
Good.
game.
If you say a single spoiler, I'm coming over to your room.
No spoilers here.
Okay, good.
But it was probably one of my top 3 games, I have to say.
Of all time,
Well, I've heard.
All time.
really?
all time.
And you think it's better than the first one?
Like by far. By far.
Wow.
I'm trying to plat that game right now, and I'll tell you one thing. The combat is not the same. It's like
What?
so slow. It also doesn't. I mean, it actually looks pretty good running on a PS5. I won't lie. It doesn't
Mhm.
actually look that bad. But you're right. He is paler I do notice
I
that now.
I knew it.
I
I knew
watched
it.
the trailer.
Like he doesn't
Uh,
look like Kratos in the original God of War. He looks like Kratos more in God of War 2022.
yeah. I like it a lot. But yeah, far more superior. I do have like a few things that I wish were better about the game, but won't say.
Yeah, you can't for spoiler reasons.
Started watching Andor. Watched the first 3 episodes. They're okay. The first two are very slow, but the third one was like kind of interesting.
Really, I watched the
Interesting.
first episode and a half of Andor, and I loved the first episode.
I heard a lot of people liked it.
Yeah,
I've heard it's good
that's
too.
that's what I've heard too. Um, Played some Fort as well. Some of my friends from
Classic.
school.
It's a classic.
Yeah. Other than that, not so much. If something comes back, oh, yeah. Recently, I've been trying to design a Lego Monopoly board, which
Yeah, and
is
that's coming across
pretty cool.
super sick. That looks super
Yeah,
cool, Chan. Keep up the great work on that.
appreciate it.
Huh?
But yeah,
Oh,
that's all
appreciate
I
it.
have to say. I'll pass the torch on to Jack.
Oh
Nice.
man. I know I've been watching a lot of Sopranos. Like a lot of
Of course you
Sopranos.
are. I
I'm
remember
almost done actually with
we
Sopranos.
got in the car to go to Permanis, and someone just made a very vague, very general reference, and Jack goes, "Ah, it's like Sopranos," and I'm like, "Is it? Is it actually?"
Yeah. Oh, you know what I watched? I watched Barbarian.
Oh, did you like that?
That's pretty good.
I know, right? Like super weird. I wrote fun fact actually. Like 3 weeks ago, I wrote a paper on Pulp Fiction and Barbarian.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I had to
Very
analyze
good.
like movies with obscure structures, and this movie literally is out of order, and Barbarian is 4 acts instead of three. So, like, I would analyze that.
I'm pulling up Netflix to see if I watched anything on there. I know I've actually picked Dune back up
The book,
just yesterday. Yes, the book, yeah.
hype.
Because I just it sits in my book bag and it just doesn't do anything and it bothers the hell out of me. So I was like, why not? And it was much quicker than I expected or I got back into it much quicker than I expected because I talked about this before, probably, but I read like a quarter of Dune and then I got Audible and I started listening to Dune and I listened to like about the halfway point, 3/4 the way through. Uh, and then I got rid of Audible and then I didn't see where I left off when I was on Audible. So I kind of ruined myself there and so I just had the book and I needed to find where I left off, but it's just annoying. It's just an extra step, so I just never did it. But I found it yesterday, and man, it's so good. I
I
can't
know
put it
it
down
really
anymore.
is.
It's so
I
good.
always get in these kicks where I start reading it and then I put it down and I forget about it on my bookshelf with
Yeah,
like 17 other books that I have sitting there.
yeah,
And then
yeah,
I pick it back up again and I read like 3 chapters. I'm like, this is incredible. Why do I ever put this down? And then I put
yeah.
it down and I never pick
Exactly.
it up again. My goal is to finish it by the time part 2 comes out.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I
My
want to
sh-
do that
my
and then
realistic
read the
goal is to
second one.
finish it by the time part 3 comes out.
Yeah, well, that's fair. Well,
Yeah.
here's the real reason I started reading it. I bought another book just recently called Grief is a Thing with Feathers. And it's a very small book, and I know I could read it in a day. So I was like, I could just pick this up and read it, but I'm going to feel super shitty if I pick up this book and I read it and I still have Dune sitting in the bottom of my book bag. So I was like, I'm going to finish Dune, and then I'm going to treat myself and read the other one.
Good idea.
So I'm pretty far into that. I think I actually might finish that soon, Dune.
I gotta
Uh,
vacuum my room.
and then, you know what I've been watching?
Huh.
Doro Hedoro on Netflix.
Oh, really? How you like that?
How about that? Pretty good.
Corey
It's
likes it.
easier than reading it in the manga app that I have because the manga app that I have is kind of garbo.
Dude, the Apple manga apps are terrible. I was looking through my iPad's one because I was like, I would like to read One Piece on a big screen.
Yeah,
There's none that like have One Piece.
interesting.
Super upsetting.
You
So,
don't have Shonen Jump?
does it cost money?
Like $2 a month.
I'm not paying that, man.
Okay, well, fair enough. I have Shonen Jump mostly for One Punch Man, Chainsaw Man, and JJK.
One Punch Man's done. I got Viz because Viz has
One Punch Man is not done.
One Punch Man's not done.
No. Apparently, it has only just begun.
You're kidding, man.
I know. I finished it the other day and I was like, well, that was great. And then I opened it, Shonen Jump, a week later and I was like, oh my God, there's a whole new chapter here. And it is, yeah, apparently
I've
very
seen the
much not.
spoilers though. How is it just begun? We
I
know
got
what
no idea.
Saitama is. Literally, the guy turned into God. I'm so
That's not true.
okay. Shut up. You know what I mean.
Yeah. It's just another feat in the book that is One Punch Man's power scaling system. It's the best there is, in my opinion.
Really? I thought you said Chainsaw.
If you
Man's
just
was the
set
best.
a ceiling, what did you say?
I thought you said Chainsaw Man's was the best.
I like Chainsaw Man's stars.
Huh?
I guess I also really like their power scaling, but I think One Punch Man is like top tier because you just set a ceiling. You're like, nobody's better than this guy. And then every time you think, oh, they're pretty close, they might no. And then it never quite hits
That's
there.
so depressing, though. That's so
I
depressing.
love it.
No, it's depressing because Saitama always wants a good fight and he never gets it because he's so.
Yeah. Oh, well, that is really sad. You don't like think about that, or they don't really touch on it till like halfway through the book, and you're like, oh man, like this sucks. It's just so sad.
Yeah, I like the guy in season 2 that is like very strong. Like he's like another incredibly strong person that keeps training. And like he gets his ass handed to him, and Saitama like notices him, and he goes like, "Hey, dude, word of advice: just stop training. It's not worth it."
Yeah,
That was a
that's
cool
hard
moment.
as
I
fuck.
like that.
That's dope.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
I don't know what else I've been doing. Playing Call of Duty pretty much every day.
Disgusting. Absolute
You know what?
mongoloid.
I got modded Minecraft. I got mods.
Oh, that's hype. You play
I've been doing that.
Pixelmon? I like that one.
No. I'm talking like, I don't know, kind of like Feed the Beast. It's called Better Minecraft. Actually, that's what it's called.
I'm tired, man.
Me too.
I've been reading a little bit of One Piece, going through some Ragnarok slowly. A little bit of Sonic every once in a while, but I've been mainly just drawing or doing homework. Oh, Bleach. Oh my god, Bleach is getting so good, man. Like,
That's a good yeah.
I get violently excited. I'm literally paying for Hulu just so I can watch Bleach and Chainsaw Man once a week.
I forget Chainsaw Man's on there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new episode yet.
Neither have I. I'm going to, though. Probably tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably see it tonight too.
Yeah. Watch anything else? You know what G has been reading recently?
Tell me.
The Green Knight, the book.
Interesting. I didn't love that movie.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Well, this book is like was written freaking back whenever knights were a thing.
Yeah.
So she's liking it so far. She thinks it's interesting.
I could get behind that.
Oh my god, I don't think I have anything else.
Down there?
No,
Quarrels?
that's pretty much
You
all
stole
the
it!
news
You
that-
stole the line! All right, continue,
Except
Chandler.
I do have some more news actually.
Oh!
You came up with some
Not
news?
the kind of news you're looking for though.
Let's
but
hear it.
it's
Let's hear
news.
it.
Okay.
There have been like the upcoming sets, like Lego sets coming out this next year have been leaked. So
Yo, let's go, Chan.
yeah, they're coming out with a Morbius and Miles Morales.
Dude,
No.
dude. Chandler,
No.
Chandler. You have to get me in on the Morbius Legos.
Not the Morbius Lego.
Morbius Legos.
That's awful.
So
I'm
Chan's a big
surprised they
Lego man.
capitalized on so late.
Yeah, why?
What's that?
It's
Sorry.
weird.
Why'd they make Morbius Legos so long after Morbius came out?
It's actually not even meant for that. It's part of the Spider-Man animated show. I
Oh,
believe. Like
That's
that's what the decal looks
Oh.
like. So
that's kind of an L.
wait, I can maybe can I share this with you guys?
Don't do it on
You can put it
Discord
in
because I won't be
Discord.
ip to see it.
Oh.
Actually, wait, put it on Discord. Why not? Go ahead, do it.
Let me do that.
Chandler's a big Lego guy. He buys and sells.
Dude, I
Yes.
ate mac and cheese. And oh, it is Morbius. That's kind of dope.
Yeah. But like because of the decal on the right, it looks like it's from Spider-Man's
Yeah,
animated show. There's others like
I don't like it all that much. It doesn't look like Jared Leto.
it doesn't.
It doesn't look like
There-
Jared Leto at all.
there's a Quinjet coming out and a Ghost Rider.
Ghost
So-
Rider's pretty
Oh,
hype.
Ghost Rider's
Ghost Rider's
dope.
really hype. That'd be sick.
Do you see anything about the car ones? Do they leak car ones?
Like the
the-
Speed Champions?
Yeah.
No, not yet. I know that there's a lot of cool ones coming out though, like really cool ones.
Interesting.
So I don't like the names go above my head because I'm not a car guy, but there's some sick ones.
Fair
Jack,
enough.
Jack,
I'm looking it up. What?
Jack. So
What?
in Chandler's room right now, he has not only the bat plane that is hanging over his bed, but also oh my
course.
god, also the tumbler from the Dark Knight movies.
Nice.
It
I
is
love the
so
tumbler.
cool. It is so cool.
Oh, GTR. Oh, these
GT
are gonna be dope.
What? He's in the
The
car. I
champion
didn't
one.
see it. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm googling.
So this we should add a new segment. Oh, Chandler, this could have been your segment, Lego Talk.
Yeah, new Lego sets.
Lego
Yeah, but that
Talk.
would just been me, myself, and I.
No, dude, I'm interested in Legos. Legos are sick. There's definitely someone out there, dude. There is a community for everything.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I get some like Lego TikToks.
I'm so
I have
tired.
a few of the Speed Champions, and I didn't bring my my new Batman Batmobile up to school. So
How dare you?
I know,
You
collecting dust.
Mongoloid.
You have the Green Lotus.
Green
No,
Lotus. What does that mean?
I don't love the Lotus.
I think it's a Lotus. It looks so sick.
It
It's
does
just like
look cool.
it's a dark green. It just looks so fire.
Visha. It's kind of dope. Anyway, I'm gonna be honest. I ate a lot of mac and cheese, and my stomach's upset.
Okay, so we can go now.
Okay,
I don't. I guess I don't have to say the quote anymore because Jack stole my thunder.
Yeah, corals are out.
Corals are indeed out with that last Lego bit there. I guess we'll see you guys next episode with a movie that we'll decide later. Chandler, it was great having you on.
Yes, of course.
Let us know if you want to come back, and we'll allow you. So,
I'll allow you.
well, I remember whenever we first propped out this idea, you were like, I would love to do it, and then you looked at me and you were like, I've been listening for like a year now, and I really wanted to be on ever since I started listening, but I never wanted to ask. I wanted to wait for you to ask me.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
awesome.
I didn't mean that in like a mean way. But
No, I
I
know.
felt guilty like asking to be on. You
No,
what
I
mean?
know. You should have known that it was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah.
It definitely
Patience pays off.
was. Or you could have asked like 6 months ago, and you would have been on.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I stuck to it, I guess.
Did you have fun? What do you prefer? Do you prefer listening, or do you prefer actually being in the podcast and talking?
I think it was really fun to do this, but it just hits a little different knowing that I won't be able to listen to this later on. I mean, I guess I could, but I
You
probably
really
won't.
could if you wanted to, but I guess you wouldn't get as much out of it, except to hear
Yeah.
yourself and be like, "Damn, I sound pretty cool on YouTube."
Yeah, I don't want to be a narcissist, so I might not do that.
That's fair. We'll see you guys eventually, probably. All right, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye, have a great time.